know, on YouTube lately, I've seen quite a bit of interest in deep fakes. There recently was a Tom Cruise deep fake that was pretty good. Tom Cruise playing golf, but it wasn't Tom Cruise at all. But you know, I kind of feel the same way about the Sony FX3. I think it's kind of a deep fake. Yeah, they drilled some holes in it, made it a gray color that matches their other cinema cameras, and they called it a cinema camera. But it's really not any different than the A7S3. The sensors are the same, the software is the same, they both have S-Cinetone, they have all the shooting profiles. I just think that it's kind of a counterfeit or fake. It's like when in the old days, when I was a kid growing up, and people would buy some car like an AMC Hornet, and then they put some mag wheels on it and throw some racing stripes on it and act like they had a real car. Well, it was still an AMC Hornet. In this case, you've got a pretty good camera there, and you're putting some racing stripes on it and making it pretend it's something it isn't. But all you're really getting extra is this cool looking cinema style case and a bunch of holes. They've moved the switches around and put a handle on top that I doubt would handle an impact or an accident involving the hot shoe. In those holes, I really worry about those. A cage is such a sturdy thing, and if you do damage your cage for some reason, which would be pretty difficult, you're not going to damage the camera body. I can just see having a magic arm or something screwed into one of those holes and whack it and break my case. I just don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good design idea. Overall, the FX3 is a nice camera. I can't deny that. I like its look. I like the button layout's nice. Lots of things are nice. But is it worth a little more money than the A7S3? Or is it more desirable than the A7S3? I just don't think so. Basically, you're just getting the same camera, and the FX3 is the deep fake. You know, that light gray color and all the cool holes and things on it. Yeah, you're going to look like a cinematographer, not just a photographer. As the famous Casey on Camera Conspiracy says, when you talk about photographers, he always says losers. But I don't think so. I think that the winners this time are the people that look like photographers and bought the right camera. The A7S3 is just a better deal, and it's a safer camera to use, and in the long run I think it'll be sturdier. The layout and design of the FX3 with the holes drilled all over it and things like that, I just don't think it's good. So that's my opinion. I actually like the A7S3 better because you get a viewfinder with it, and the viewfinder is really beautiful. So why would you want to give up a viewfinder to get an audio kit on an appendage that sticks way out of the camera body that you probably won't use a lot? I can see the news guys and those kind of people using it a lot, but bottom line, everybody I know that shoots video seriously records separate sound, and they generally just use the camera audio for a sync track. So I'm not sure that audio package is really a great deal for the majority of people. I think the A7S3 with its 3.5 audio input is fine for most of the people that I know that would be shooting run and gun or shooting serious content for YouTube. If they had included a couple of XLRs, the mini XLRs would have been fine, and put the electronic neutral density filters in there, then you would have had something. But as it is, it's an A7S3 deep fake. Honestly, if you wound up with either of these cameras, you're going to have a great Sony camera and a great Sony system. I don't have any complaints about that. I do think that just jumping out there and grabbing a camera that's gray and has a record button on the front and a tally light, yeah, it's not going to make you a cinematographer. I do think that the A7S3 with a cage on it is a better option and a little bit cheaper. The prices are going to kind of balance out, but overall, I just don't see the point. If I were buying a Sony cinema camera today in the low end of their range, I don't think I'd go for the FX3. I think the FX6 with its built-in E&Ds is a better deal. I think it's more useful. And if I were going to buy something even lower down the chain, I'd go for the A7S3 and not the FX3. I like that viewfinder on there. Might not use it a lot, but boy, it would come in handy when you need it. Well, I know I'm supposed to be making videos about life and culture in Saigon, and today I just kind of fell off the wagon. I really get interested in lots of things, especially since I'm making videos for YouTube. I made a couple of hundred videos, and all of them using the Sony system. I think they make great cameras. Everything from the A7 III to the FX3, all of them. Really a great ecosystem to be in. So, if you enjoyed the video and if you agree or disagree with me, feel free to leave a comment. I'm no expert, and it shows, I'm certain. I do hope that you'll continue to watch the channel. Give this video a like if you think it was okay. And thank y'all for watching.